Hello friends, we're back again with another embroidery stitch tutorial. All right, so this one today we are doing the Lazy Daisy stitch. So I drew mine out into kind of like a stem almost, but you could make this into a flower or all sorts of different things. So this is how we're gonna start. So I am starting with 3 threads in my embroidery floss, but you can do more, you can do less, and I encourage you to practice with different thread counts so that way you can see the difference on what different versions look like, because they definitely have a different feel, look, texture with different amount of threads. All right, so I just did 1 stitch because this is gonna just be like a back stitch stem all the way down. And then for our Lazy Daisy, this is actually very, very similar to the chain stitch, but instead of continuing to go on the chain, we're actually going to lock them in. So we're gonna go right back down in right next to our original hole here. Oops, I pulled in an old thread here. Okay, so here is, I'm gonna open up my little loop and we're gonna go ahead and stitch inside of it right at the top of our loop here. So it's important right here to not pull tight because you don't want to lose the shape of your loop here. So you've got your loop, this is not pulled tight, and now we're gonna lock this in right here. So we're gonna stitch right on the outside of our loop, so the thread came in on the inside of our loop, and we're gonna stitch right next to it on the outside of our loop here. And it's gonna lock that down. And then we're gonna do it again. And go down right next to it. Make a loop. And this is one of the reasons why I absolutely love this hoop stand, is that I can use both hands right now to make my stitches and definitely make sure my thread's not getting tangled and staying nice and clean and straight. And we're gonna do a few back stitches for our stem to get to our next little grouping of Lazy Daisy stitches. Plus, I mean, it's just kind of fun to say Lazy Daisy. All right, here we go again. We're gonna come up. I'm gonna go ahead and link below my hoop stand that I love. It's actually a really, really cheap stand on Amazon. They have a lot of very expensive versions, but I really liked this one because it was like very inexpensive and does the same thing. I don't think it's necessary to spend a ton of money. I'm sure they work better. I'm sure they're great. But for someone that's just casually embroidering every once in a while, I highly recommend a stand, and I highly recommend just starting out with a cheaper one. All right, so up again. Oops, we're bringing in, see, this is another reason why I love the stand, is that I can use my second hand to fix the other thread that decided to just come through for no reason. Like, come on guy, stay to your area. You're not welcome over here. We're gonna loop it through, bring it back up, make a loop, and then lock it in. These make great little leaf stems. They make great daisies and flowers. So if it gets a little tight, you can definitely stick your needle, loop it back up again, and then pull tight again. And just kind of open it up a little. Like so. Super easy peasy. But the more you know, right? All right, I'm gonna go ahead and do 1 more, and then we're gonna finish this guy off. All right, so we're gonna go up, down and next to, through the front, and then this way I'm just kind of throwing the loop around. Oops, my little tail is too long. Whoops, there we go. And there you go. It is the Lazy Daisy Stitch. So I hope that helps you on your embroidery journey, and let me know what your favorite stitches so far and what stitches that you want to learn, and I'll make sure to make a video of them. So be sure to leave a comment below and be sure to like and subscribe so you don't miss any videos in the future on how to do embroidery and also super fun felt crafts, because let's be friends, guys, and let's start making together.